Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Emerge. I'm your host, Tiffany Boyle, and this week we will be discussing with Dorothea how to make a divine decision and hear Deshana's 2 cents about finances. So by now, you know, every month there are tons of national month of whatever. And here on Emerge, we have decided to use those national months of and use them as our themes for the shows and to get some great content from that. Our guests are experts in their field, and we just learn so much from them. That's like the whole point of the show. The Emerge is your premier source for everything business. So learn from our guests to emerge yourself professionally and your business. And today, we are speaking with the health boss, Brenda Henderson. And later, we will speak with the owner of the Phit Shop, Kim Reaves. But before we even get into those topics, join me, Tiffany Boyle, in the CEO Corner. Welcome to the CEO Corner. It's my little corner where I get to share advice, my thoughts, and best of all, my opinions. So if there's anything you ever want me to discuss, you can just reach out to me on emergethemagazine.com or on social media at CEO_emerge the magazine, because I love feedback. I love questions. And of course, you can leave good comments. So this weekend, I just want to talk about what I did. It was very nice and relaxing. My little cousin in Northern Virginia graduated. Perfect time for a lot of my family to get together. And I just absolutely love it when my family can spend time together. We're all in like separate areas of the world, really of the United States, but it seems like the world because we're all super busy. We live in different areas. So when we can get together, when our schedules allow it, it is always a blast. So congratulations to my little cousin. I know you are going to do great things because you are amazing. And she's going to Georgetown. So I'm like so excited for her. Little secret, I actually wanted her to go to Columbia. I don't think it's really a secret. She knows because I really wanted to visit her in New York City and have an excuse to go up there often. But DC is just as exciting. So yay, Georgetown. So congratulations again. All right. Either way, I digress. So we're here. We're all together, right? My family. And I'm just looking around, not saying if I was sipping wine or not. And I'm looking around at all my male cousins, and they're all great men, right? All of them are getting big. And when I say getting big, they're grown men. And they all have like busy lives. And I just started thinking June is Men's Health Awareness Month. So I just was wondering like how seriously each of them take their health. They all range from like early 20s to mid 40s. And we didn't really get a chance to discuss it, but I will definitely bring it up next time, especially after I make them listen to the show, because it is important for us to talk about. Like we usually end up talking about politics or religion, but do we ever really talk about our health? And we did take a chance. We usually like to do activities together. So we did go on a hike on this beautiful, beautiful land. It was like 100 acres, 50 million different kind of trees, wild strawberries growing in the ground, beekeeping, just amazing. So we do take time to do healthy activities as a family together. I also know personally that my dad is a faithful doctor visitor. Like he is up on his whatever he has to take. He's up on his visits. He doesn't miss them. And I know you always hear like most men don't like to go to the doctor. My dad is like the complete opposite. Myself and my mom are the ones that don't really like to go. So I've always had a good role model of if you don't feel good, go to the doctor, make sure you're going to your routine checkups, things like that from my dad. But then again, that is my dad. Happy Father's Day. And my dad is not like most men. So, but for you, men that are CEOs, executive directors, managers, etc., it is extremely important that you stay healthy and as healthy as you can as possible. So, Google how to stay healthy for busy schedules. I Googled it. There is so much information out there. So just make sure you're reading like Men's Health, Reddit, all of these places, reliable sources have great articles. There are also articles that share daily routines of busy CEOs. Like one I read was the Reddit CEO, Steve Huffman. I read his daily routine. Very interesting. Not as like profound as I thought it would have been, but it's really good to know that there are different types of routines out there. So I suggest you Google them. But really know that we women care and your other friends care about you, and we want you to live long and happy lives. And health is definitely a big part of that. So my tip is for men to go to the doctor routinely, research different daily routines to learn how to create one for yourself if you don't already have one. If you do have one, still research because maybe there's something you're missing, maybe something you want to throw in there. But research is always very important. Knowledge is power. And my third tip is enjoy life. And again, being healthy is part of enjoying life. So I'm Tiffany Boyle, and that's my tip from the CEO Corner. I'm Tiffany Boyle, and you are listening to Emerge here on WHOV. If you would like to partner with us, so listen, business owners or businesses out there, if you'd like to partner with us, please reach out to us. Your business will be spotlighted on the show and reach our audience. Please contact us at emergethemagazine.com. Now, coming up, we will be speaking with the Health Boss. And I absolutely love that title. The Health Boss specializes in health and wellness coaching, consulting for the mature person. She is a contributing writer of health and beauty articles for several magazines and publications, including the Health Journal, Size Overrated Magazine, Achi Magazine, Supernaturally Fabulous Magazine, and the best of all, Emerge Magazine. She is also the host of Health Talk with the Health Boss. So welcome the Health Boss, Brenda Henderson. Hi, Brenda. We are so happy to have you on the Emerge show. Brenda is actually one of our contributing writers. So when the magazine does come out in October, grab it up so that you can read her article about health and wellness. So, Brenda, I think this is a good time to talk to our listeners about who you are and why you are the subject matter expert on health.
Well, my name is Brenda Henderson. I am a senior. I've been an advocate for health, being healthy for a long time. A few years back, I decided to change my name from Brenda Henderson to the Health Boss. And what I do is I advocate for healthy living for all ages and all people. Sometimes people in my age group, they think that they're beyond the age of continuing to take care of themselves. But it's important to realize that we're here on this planet and we need to take every day as a day of being healthy.
Yes, I definitely agree. The older I'm getting, the more into health.
Well, you're still young.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But, you know, once you hit over 35, things start.
Please.
Start growing a little faster. They don't go away as fast. So, you know, starting to really get into that health and wellness regimen, you know, skincare, things that I didn't pay attention to.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of stuff that's going on now, it's not really new. Back in the 80s, you're so young, you might not remember. But Dick Gregory was a great advocate on eating healthy. And I became a part of his group back there in the late 1980s. And that was when we first started hearing about not eating meat and eating more fruits and vegetables and that type of thing. And for a lot of years, I didn't eat meat. But I chose to go back to eating meat, not because it was a health thing. It was that I got tired of cooking for myself and then cooking for the other family members because they didn't want to give up their meat. But I've been on this journey for a long, long time, ever since the 80s. And I don't do it 100%. None of us can do it 100%. But I do live by the 80-20 rule. I try to eat healthy 80% of the time, and 20% of the time I cheat just like everybody else.
That's what I'm finding out now, that our diet is so important to any of our health goals, is what we're consuming, what we're drinking. So
we'll be putting on our skin.
Right, what we're putting on our skin. So how do we balance that? How do we know? Because everybody's different. Everybody's body type is different. So how do we even know like what I'm supposed to be eating versus what Deshana is supposed to be eating, or maybe not eating?
Excuse me. You have to kind of experiment with it. We all are different. We all have taste buds that are different. Some of us, like myself, I eat with my eyes and ears. If you tell me that something is like rutabagas or some of that plant root vegetable, I immediately put up this wall. I can't eat it because I don't like it. But it's healthy for you. But we have to just find that thing for ourselves. For me, I eat a lot of fish. Try to eat a lot of vegetables. I don't always do it all the time, but our bodies are different. Something that I can eat, your body might not can tolerate it. So you have to experiment with all the fruits and all the vegetables to find that group, not only that you like, but that fits with your body. Because, you know, some things can give me gas, don't give you gas. And as you only in your 30s, as you grow older, you realize things that you could eat in your 20s and 30s. Once you get into your 40s and 50s, your body change and you just can't consume them anymore.
Oh, wow.
So, Brenda, I have a question, right? So we know we have a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs listening. And sometimes, you know, time is just not on our side with everything, you know, we want to do, all the priorities we try to set. So if you have someone listening, right, and they want to be healthy, but they might not have time, can you give us some tips on, you know, things we can do that might not take a lot of time, but make a great benefit to our body?
Well, the old-fashioned way is to cook with the crock pot. If you don't have a lot of time, you can, excuse me, my allergies are terrible. You can always prepare your meal the night before. You know, you put it in the crock pot, you just hit a button, in 8 hours it's done. So by the time you get home, you have a meal that's there. And if you can afford it, they have a lot of other options now. You know, they have a lot of plans that you can order off of TV, online, that come in a box to your house. You do very little to it to fix it for yourselves. And it saves time because everybody is on a time crunch these days.
Yes, that is so true.
Can I interject something else here? A lot of times when we go into this thing that we're going to eat healthy, we go in it whole hog. But once we get into it, we realize that eating healthy is expensive. When you go to the grocery store, when you look at the healthy items versus the non-healthy items, you're going to always find that the unhealthy items are always cheaper. And when a person is on a budget and they just can't afford to buy all of these things that are healthy, I always say pick 3 things that you can afford in your budget at all times and stick with those things that you can afford and don't worry about the things that you can't afford.
You bring up a great point because, you know, we have people who are just starting out on their businesses or just have an idea and they're trying to figure it out. And things are so expensive nowadays. So in my budget, I keep a chicken breast in my budget, you know, a pack of chicken breast. And I go in Food Line because, you know, I'm crunched for time. I don't even want to cut the vegetables. I go get this little pack that has onions, green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers. Get me maybe some rice, a little minute rice or some rice cauliflower. And I got me a meal for at least 4 good days.
That's right. You have, as things are getting more expensive, you have to find those things that you can afford. chicken, even though it's gotten out of the ballpark now. I mean, who can afford a chicken wing now? Who would have ever thought we would be talking about that?
Exactly.
But things are just so expensive, and you curtail things to your needs, your family's needs, and your budget.
Yeah, I worked with a coworker before who would buy a whole rotisserie chicken, and then that would last him all week, because then he would make chicken sandwiches, he would make chicken salad, and then eat it with the little crackers, and he had the whole week off of that one rotisserie chicken.
Well, he must have had a mighty big chicken.
Well, he didn't eat that much. Like his little chicken salad was like a little can,
little portion size.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't.
But you can do so many things now with the rotisserie chicken. You know, they have recipes where you can make the chicken salad, you can make chicken soup, you can make chicken sandwiches. People underestimate the rotisserie chicken, and I tell you, you can get a lot of good meals out of a good chicken. But I do suggest this: wherever you purchase your rotisserie chicken, always kind of pull that leg apart from the chicken when you get it home. Some stores is still a little pink on the inside. So always check it. And if you have to, put it back in the oven for a few minutes.
Oh, okay. So it's not supposed to have any pink. I'm not going to talk
about pink. No.
Before and then. All right. Well, if you are just tuning in, you are listening to Emerge. I'm Tiffany Boyle with co-host Shayna Kemp Garnett, and we are talking with the health boss, Miss Brenda Henderson, and she is just giving us some good budgeting tips and tips for entrepreneurs that are on the move and have busy schedules on how we can stay healthy, how we can incorporate healthy food in our diet, no matter what our budget is. And it is actually Men's Health Awareness Month. And Brenda, can you tell us, let's just focus a little bit more about the men. What can they do? What should they do to be healthy, to know where their health status is, and things like that?
The first thing is to go to a physician. A lot of men don't like to go to the doctor. A lot of wives go through a lot of things and a lot of hoops to get their husbands to go to the doctor. And that is the number one thing, is getting our men to go to the doctor so that they can get a diagnosis of what is or what isn't wrong with them. If you never go, you never know what's going on the inside. And so many men, they're little chickens. They're a little fearful of going to the doctor. They don't want to get the bad news, but it's not always bad news. Sometimes it's very good news. But the key is going to the doctor, finding out what screenings you need for your particular age, because as you age, you need more screenings for different things. And get your screenings, get your lab work done, do the things that your physician has asked you to do. That's very, very important.
Yes, but they say majority of men don't like to go to a doctor, and my dad is complete opposite. He is very faithful with his doctor's appointments.
Woohoo! I give him 2 thumbs up.
If anything, it's the opposite in my parents' household. My dad is fussing at my mom. Go to the doctor.
Right. Tiffany, my household as well. I think it's just that generation. My dad, I'm like, are you just making appointments to go? Because who goes to the doctor? Like, how many specialists do you have?
Well, you know, in my house, my husband, he's a little hesitant, but I do get him to go. And the one thing I stress to him is you pay for insurance.
Right.
So you have no reason not to go to the doctor. And there are so many men who pay on their jobs, with their businesses. They pay these premiums, and these premiums are not always cheap. So if you're paying to go.
Right.
I just think about the poor people who can't afford insurance, and they sit around and they have this, that, and the other wrong with them. And they just struggle. But if you're paying for it, don't struggle with it. Go on.
Just go. I got to learn that for myself. It's probably time for my annual now.
Now, come on, Tiffany.
Tiffany, I'm at the doctor's. I'm making appointments. And if I don't, first of all, I do virtual health. If I don't like what that doctor said, I'm like, all right, let me just pay this copay. Let me go ahead to the doctor. And I will go to somebody special, but I don't like what you said. Let me refer me to somebody else.
And I'm with you. I am with you. When I go, I'm at the point now where I have to go every 6 months because of my age. and I go and we just have a conversation. There's certain things that she know I'm not apt to. And she'll say, well, I'm not going to ask you if you've had this or had that, because I know that's not your thing. You're not a big pharmaceutical girl, so I have to come up with some natural stuff for you. But you have to have a relationship with your doctor. Right. And that's the other reason a lot of men don't go to the doctor, is because they always say, every time you go to the doctor, you're going to end up with a script. And I don't want to be taking this all the time and taking 15 pills and taking this. Right. But you develop a relationship with your doctor. And if that relationship means that you have to find another doctor who's on board with the things that you like, then so be it.
Right. Exactly. I think my thing is, and men out there who are listening, please chime in, let us know, email us, contact us on emergethemagazine.com. But my biggest thing is time. Like, I don't want to go sit and wait in the doctor's office. I don't want to answer a bunch of questions. Like that's my personal.
But that's kind of changed a little bit, Tiffany. You know, a lot of times now you don't have to do all of that. When I go to the doctor, they send me the little reminder. They tell me my appointment is Friday. They have the little link. I go on and do all that little paperwork stuff. When I go there, they're ready to see me. So a lot of doctors have cut that down. You can do it over the phone on your iPad, and by the time you get there, all you do is go in.
Oh, okay. See, that's how long it's been since I've been.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But we are talking about men's health, so. So, Brenda, can you tell us what are some other things that, after they go to the doctor and they get their checkup and they know where they are, what are some tips that they can do?
Oh, some tips. The first tip is to listen to your wife. So she's preparing the meals.
Right.
The thing that she's going to do is she's going to prepare stuff for you that is healthy for you. Don't give a whole lot of gripe. Try some of it. Some of it you're going to like it after you start eating it. But focus on eating healthy. Focus on being a total healthy person. Stop being a couch potato, looking at the reruns on TV all day. Get out and do some exercise. And you don't have to join a gym. You don't have to be out there trying to press a bar and show how strong you are. Just go for a simple walk. Mm-hmm. If you have a pet, take your pet for a walk. If you have grandkids that come over and they want to do a little something with grandpa, take them to the park. There are ways that you can get the exercise in that you don't have to spend a lot of money, take a lot of time, and it can be fun at the same time. But if you focus on going to the doctor, eating right, exercising, and drinking plenty of water, I think you'll make it.
Awesome. I have one quick question before we let you go. Before I let you go. Okay.
What about have a talk with Tiff after we get off the air.
Look, how important are vitamins? Because I see a lot, like some of my friends, I'm out and they pull out these big bags and they're taking all types. They got elderberry, they got this, they got that. So how important would you say are all these vitamins that people are taking daily?
They're all important, but the one thing that you have to do is get with your doctor when you get your blood work done to see what deficiencies you have as far as vitamins and minerals. Because sometimes we read a lot online, we hear a lot on TV and health magazines, and some people are counterproductive in taking too many of those over-the-counter vitamins and minerals. So get with your doctor and find out if you need vitamin C. See what vitamins and minerals as you age start depleting that you need to replenish through taking vitamins and minerals. As we get older, yes, we do lose some things, but we don't lose it all. And we can't take it all. I hear some people say, I got to take my elderberry. That's for my immune system. I got to take my vitamin D. I've got to take my vitamin C. I've got to take my vitamin E. And some of it is just sitting in your stomach, not doing anything. So get with your doctor. Find out what vitamins and minerals that you need to replenish through supplements.
And you are tuned into Emerge. I'm Tiffany Boyle with co-host Shana Kemp Garnett. And we just had a great conversation and a reminder for me to go to the doctor.
Oh, a big reminder.
with Brenda, the health boss. Brenda, can you tell people how they can get in contact with you?
Sure. They can follow me on Facebook at excuse me, at the Health Boss or Brenda Henderson. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome. And she also is a contributing writer for Emerge. So her amazing article will be in the magazine that will be released October this year. So be on the lookout. All right, Brenda, in true Emerge fashion, you already know, what does the word emerge mean to you?
Explosion of information, explosion of good things, happiness, emerging, doing great things.
Love it. Love it. I think that's the first time we've had explosion. Yes, that is great. And that's exactly what we want you men out there to do when it comes to your health. We want you to get into a healthy living. Yes, yes. And tell your friends. So thank you so much, Brenda, for just leaving.
You just said tell a friend, Tiffany, don't forget to go to the doctor.
Yes, next time we talk, I would have visited my physician.
Oh, you're going to be starting to get a series of texts from me. So, you won't be able to forget. As my granddaughter said, pinky promise.
That's right. Pinky promise. All right. Thank you so much, Brenda.
Thank you, Tiffany, for having me. I enjoyed talking with you. Please go to the doctor. Please, please, please.
I'm Tiffany Boyle, and you are listening to Emerge here on WHOV. We are going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we will make divine decisions with Dorothea.
If there was ever a time to live united, it is now. Now is the time to speak with one voice, to build up, not tear down. It's time to join hands and live united against the problems that keep our communities from thriving. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you? Volunteer or donate now at unitedway.org.
Hi, I'm Gina Pemberton, president of the National Hampton Alumni Association. Our time is now. This is our moment to define what being a Hamptonian really means. At a time when the relevancy and impact of HBCUs is without question, it's absolutely critical that we all engage, work together, and give back to our home by the sea. Engaging as an alumnus means to join your local alumni chapter, mentor a current student, and donate regularly. Join your local alumni chapter now, logging on to NHAAINC.org. Keep Hampton's legacy strong for generations to come. Keeping you informed, we are Smooth 88.1 WHOV.
Welcome back. I'm Dorothea Schuler, and you're listening to Emerge Wednesdays on WHOV 88.1 iHeartRadio. June is American Health Awareness Month, and Tashana and Tiffany just spoke with the health boss, Brenda Henderson. So if you're just tuning in and missed her interview where she talks about health and wellness for the mature woman, you can catch up on her interview as well as any of our previously recorded episodes by going to www.emergethemagazine.com. Okay, it's time for you to join me as we emerge into our greatest potential by making a divine decision with Dorothea. We all proceed throughout the course of our lives based upon a series of decisions. A decision, a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. And divine means excellence. So we're making an excellent decision. With that being said, let's make the divine decision today to walk in truth. When we think about truth, almost automatically we relate it to the opposite of telling a lie, so to speak. Well, one definition for truth is the quality or state of being true. Another states that which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. Now, in my opinion, the most complete version that really validates the tone for today's divine decision comes from the King James Bible Dictionary. It defines it as conformity to fact or reality, exact accordance with that which is or has been or shall be. The truth of history constitutes its whole value. Wow. The truth of history constitutes its whole value? What a powerful and prolific statement. Basically, if we're not truthful about our past and who we truly are, it devalues who we are presently. I say this and want it to be received in a positive manner. If we know the absolute truth that God created all of us with gifts and talents, with unique personalities and purposes, we're starting in the right direction. But now, when we look over our history, have we been truthful, or have we lied to ourselves or even allowed ourselves to be lesser versions of who we were meant to be? Now, those reflections of lies prevent us from presently accomplishing the things we've set out to achieve, and can also prevent us from living a fulfilled life, whether it be in our family, occupationally, relationally, and most importantly, personally. When we establish the foundations of truth, it brings us into greater things and brightens our future. We must amend our past if it's not one of truth. If we don't, it will cause the things we are currently trying to build to crumble. The truth has a beginning and it has an end, as well as it sets us free. It gives us the stability to be excellent and not to settle for self-doubt or to become prisoners of our shortcomings or insufficiencies. The truth helps us to fight the obstacles of life that would cause us to cower, and it exposes the wonderful and amazing things that the world should see when they look at us. So let's walk in truth by thinking about our past and our present to see if it correlates, to see if we need to mend some places where we've allowed lies about ourselves to cause cracks in our foundation. That way, we can constitute truth's whole value in the truth of history. So I challenge you, join me today by merging into our best life and make the divine decision to walk in truth, knowing it will help to shape and create a path that reflects a light of excellence in our lives. You're listening to Emerge Wednesdays on WHOV 88.1 iHeartRadio. And this has been another divine decision with Dorothea. And you too can decide to be a part of our Emerge Wednesdays by submitting your response to our signature question. What does the word emerge mean to you? Share that with us on our IG at Emerge the Magazine. This week's response is from PJ Parker, real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway. The word emerge means when the results of your efforts become visible to the world. At that point, you have emerged. Yes, exactly. Thanks, PJ. All right, so let our efforts be visible to the world. Coming up next, Tiffany and Deshana will be speaking with Kim Reaves, founder and owner of the Phit Shop located in Newport News, Virginia. Kim Reaves is an award-winning master personal trainer who establishes the foundation for the success of your fitness goals from day one. Every session includes a full body workout, emotional support, education, accountability, and awareness. And I can attest to that. I have been a client of the Phit Shop for 2 years now, and I first began working out with Kim when he was at One Life Fitness before the pandemic. And speaking of the pandemic, I mean, how could we forget it? He totally helped me to fight off that pandemic weight because he, my friends, was offering free, yes, free virtual sessions for his followers when all the other gyms were closed. Yes, this man cares about your fitness. So here's Deshana and Tiffany with Kim Reaves and a wealth of information on health and fitness.
So let's just start right in and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I've been a certified personal trainer since 2006. I was employed by Bali Total Fitness, which later on name was turned to the Crunch Fitness. I worked there about 4 years. Left there, went to One Life Fitness, and I guess I retired from there, or after COVID hit. I was there, a trainer there for 14 years. And so, I still had clients that still wanted to, train and work out. And they were willing to pay me to continue to work with them. So the Phit Shop, how we kind of got started, once all the gyms closed 2 years ago, all the trainers had to file for unemployment. Therefore, I was no longer attached to One Life Fitness after 14 years. And so we was still doing all our training. That's when COVID had set in like big time. That's where thousands of people was dying like a day, from COVID. Is basically when I was launching the Phit Shop, like low key. So we kind of posted up at the city center around the fountain. We did a lot of workouts in the Marriott parking garage. And we got some notoriety from Wavy 10.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they saw us out there, doing our thing, and so they wanted to do an interview on us, and basically the same questions like how did you guys get started, and what made you try and launch your business, during the pandemic when everything was shutting down. All the gyms, every gym is shut down, and people was dying like left and right. And it did, put, I wasn't really fearful, but I was concerned. And we did practice a lot of social distancing, and it worked out. So I've been now in my own place a little over a year. And we're doing pretty well, by the grace of God. We're trying to expand because we do need more space. But for some reason, our landlord is out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And
Okay.
they are so hard to like reach, man. We try to reach out to them as far as trying to get part of that next suite right next door to us, probably another 900 to 1,000 square foot. But for some reason, they're not getting back. And I've been trying to get in touch with them probably about a good 6 months, if not longer. You would think they would want to occupy that space, but
Right.
but I just look at it, as maybe that space is not, for the Phit Shop. So we just keep our eyes peeled. But yeah, that's basically, how we got the Phit Shop came about, when all the gyms closed.
So can I ask, how did you come up with the name?
The Phit Shop. Actually, my wife is the one that came up with the name Fit. Fit for you, fit for us, fit. And so we just, figured out like Phit Shop. If you take your car to a car shop, or your vehicle to a car shop or to a shop, they're either going to If you're having some issues with your vehicle, you want to get it tuned up, or you want to get some more octane to speed it up, or so that's where the word shop came in. But Phit stands for professional, holistic, innovative training. That's what Phit stands for. Gotcha. And so we just attached shop to it because if you're trying to lose weight, you go get it here at the shop. If you're trying to tone up, you go get it here at the shop. If you're just trying to, better your condition and your health and well-being, you're going to get that here at the Phit Shop. It's like we're a one-shop stop. We provide supplements. We do that. All our supplements is 100% natural. The training, we do a lot of functional training, basically using your body to build your body. We do weights, but we don't do like a whole lot of heavy lifting. Now, periodically, I test your strength periodically, just to see, where you are and what you can push. But for the most part, it's just keeping your body functional. I have a lot of my clientele is more of a, I guess, older population, if you will. Now I do my population ranges from kids on up to the elderly clientele. I can train anybody on any level. I have clients. A client that I trained with cerebral palsy that's in a wheelchair. I have 2 clients that I trained that's legally blind. I have clients that I train that's coming back, from a stroke. So I mean, it's the genre of clientele it's a big range, But yeah. Did that answer your question? Because sometimes I be all over.
It did. You answered it.
I be all over the place.
Any of the future questions?
You're doing great. Let me mark all my questions off the list because you were on a roll.
Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I get ahead of myself sometimes.
Quite okay.
No, fine. I was gonna say the only thing he does not let you get while you're working out there is a break.
Is a breather.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. What my theory to that is, your break is your transition from one exercise to the next. That's your active rest. That's your active rest. But if you need more, you listen to your body. You take that extra if you need it. But the thing is, when you push your body to the point to where when in your mind is telling you that you can't go no further, you really can. You really can. So that's my job, is to take your body. And then a lot of times when I have them doing exercises at the end of the workout, they be like, man, we should have did this in the beginning. But no, I save some of the more tedious exercises towards the end when your body is really like fatigued. But if you can push past that point, that's just going to make your body stronger. It's going to build up your stamina. It's going to build up your conditioning. And it's also going to build up, your muscle strength as well without using a lot of heavy weight. So, but yeah, you do get to breathe a little bit.
You get to breathe while you still got to walk to the next station. That's what
yeah, that's your active rest.
So it is Men's Health Month, or Health Awareness Month. And when I go to the gym or those kind of gyms, I usually see a lot more women, working out, trying to get shape, trying to get, their summer body ready. It's almost that time. Or if it is, it might be that time right now. So can you talk to us about how important it is for men to come out, get fit, get healthy, but to do it like the right way?
Yeah. Well, a lot of men, we deal with a lot of pride. A lot of times men do. Men think, we already know how to work out. We don't need no assistance from no other guys, no trainers, because we already know what to do. but that's so wrong. I see so many men and seeing so many men in the past that form is garbage, and really they're setting themselves up for failure in the long run. They a lot of times they think they're doing the correct exercises to hit particular muscles, but they're doing exercises that's not really even targeting the muscles that they're trying to work on. But sometimes you need help. You need help. I mean, just like I tell a lot of the guys, professional athletes have trainers. Sometimes, even if you, sit down and purchase maybe 1 or 2 sessions so we can go over form and technique, then, that's going to, prolong your joints, and prevent you from injuring yourself. And if you do get injured, you're going to be able to snap back a lot quicker, because you're doing it incorrect, So when it comes to men's wellness, my dad, for example, is 86 years old. And so I talked him into, getting a membership at the YMCA, because we would always talk on the phone, and I call him, just about every day, just to check on him to see if he's going to the gym and things like that. But he was calling me and he was asking me like all these questions about certain exercises. What can you do for this and that? I said, Dad, what you need to do is hire you a trainer. Just hire you a trainer for a few sessions. You know what I mean? It's an investment in yourself. And, instead of calling me, I mean, me talking to you on the phone, it's a lot different than having somebody in front of you and right there with you to walk you through the proper steps, to strengthen your muscles. Because the older, you get, and you're not doing anything, you start losing flexibility, range of motion, you start losing muscle, and I understand, you can't build with so much muscle the older you get, but at the same time, you still can maintain, what muscle that you have. And you also can build and put on, some quality muscle. So yeah, I definitely encourage a lot of, men to start exercising, even if you only get out there, to walk a little bit, whatever it takes. You just need to move.
I completely agree. I will say, one of the great things, I think I'm so blessed. My father is always very close with me, and he walks 5 miles a day. And when I get off work, he typically puts his stuff on. He go walk. He's like, baby girl, you coming with me? And I remember the first day I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming. As I had an ice cream cone walking down the street. And by the time he went to loop around my house, when we passed the house, I said, yeah, Dad, I'm going to see you when you get back. My dad is 62 years old, and he literally can run laps around me. And I'm like, girl, if you don't get it together. So my dad gets it.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. Because the thing is, the older a person gets and they live in a sedentary lifestyle, the harder it is, for them to actually get up and get some type of, regimen going. A lot of times they don't know where to start, but my thing is, if you got a couch in your house, you can sit down on your couch, stand up, sit down, stand up, something as simple as that, for maybe, however many reps or sets that I mentioned to them. It's just about just moving. And they were just talking about some statistics today as far as women, living longer than men. And I believe that, I really believe that. I mean, and the thing is, when it comes to your health and wellness, a woman woman would go and be checked out if something is going wrong. My wife, for example, she will go to her primary doctor in a heartbeat if she feel like something ain't right with her. A man, they just go play it off.
That is so funny because in my household, it's complete opposite. My dad is so diligent about going to the doctor. It doesn't matter what it is. But my mother and myself, we're like, oh no, we'll just wait. We'll wait a week. If it's still after 7 to 14 days, then maybe we'll go.
Right. But a lot of men, though, it's just the opposite for a lot of men. A lot of men, just deal with it and not knowing that over a period of time, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's best for you to go and have it checked out. Let them diagnose what it is, and then you deal with it. But a lot of times, we don't do that. Again, it's because of pride.
Exactly.
That's what men deal with. So a lot of times, we are hard-headed, and we just, let it run its course. And then sometimes it's the worst thing that we could do is let it run its course because it's going to get worse over a period of time.
You are tuned in to Emerge. I'm Tiffany Boyle with co-host Deshana Kemp Garnett. And we are just learning so much about the Phit Shop, about Kim Reaves, and about men's health awareness and what men need to do to stay fit and to keep healthy. So Kim, thank you so much. So can you tell everybody where your shop is, how they can follow you, how they can get in contact with you, and what kind of services you guys provide?
Yeah, our address is 445 Oriana Road, suite number 6. It's called the Phit Shop, P-H-I-T, not fish shop. Phit, P-H-I-T, S-H-O-P, the Phit Shop. We train kids. We have a program that we do. My son, he's over our mentoring program here at the Phit Shop. And we close the shop down every Friday from 5:30 to 6:30 just for our mentoring program.
Very nice.
So we do a lot of functional training, basically using your body to build your body. I mean, we do strength training, with some weights and things like that, but it ain't like over the top crazy, crazy weights. But our job is really to keep you functional, to keep your body able to move and get from point A to point Z, without any issues. Our services, our operation times is from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Every Monday through Thursday. Monday through Thursday from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. We provide small groups, and we also do one-on-ones. My service is more so one-on-one services. I mean, I do have small groups that I accommodate, but my services is more like one-on-one based. Phitshop.com is our website. And everything that you want to know about the Phit Shop is on our website. All of our classes, what the Phit Shop stands for, what we're all about, the services and things like that. Phitshop.com is our website. If there's anything that you want to know concerning the Phit Shop, you can go on there. And you can also go on our website if you're trying to book a session, or if you're trying to book a complimentary consultation workout. You can also go to our website and book your sessions on there.
What about
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Instagram, Facebook, anything like that? Everybody love a good Instagram or Facebook follow. So do you have any of that?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all cueing me like that, because I would have said like So the Phit Shop is Phit Shop 2020 is our Instagram, business Instagram, Phit Shop, PHIT 2020. The year 2020 is basically when we launched. So that's our business Instagram. Now, my personal Instagram is Reaves, REAVESKIM, Reaves Kim. And I do a lot of exercises. I have a lot of things on there that I do, like with my clients and things like that on my page as well. So Phit Shop 2020 and Reaves Kim is my personal Instagram. And Facebook, it's the same thing. It's just Kim Reaves on Facebook, and it's still Phit Shop 2020 on Facebook as well.
Awesome. Now, that's easy to find. I just found both of your Instagrams that quick. I got it on my phone. So you got 2 new follows.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. Now, this has been such an informative interview. I love your energy. I can tell you are very passionate about what you do. So before we let you go, we're going to ask you our signature question. And that is, what does the word emerge mean to you?
Emerge to me meaning coming together. And doing something powerful or greater with something other than yourself, or with somebody other than yourself, coming together.
Thank you. And that's what we love about the signature question, what does the word emerge mean to you? Because it means something different to everyone. And we just love the fact that you stepped out on faith during a hard time in the whole world. And the Phit Shop is just emerging and growing and helping so many people out there. So thank you so much for being on the show, taking your time out to talk to us today about what you have going on and telling the men to get it together when it comes to men's health. And yes. So thank you so much. I'm Tiffany Boyle, and you are listening to Emerge here on WHOV. If you would like to partner with us, so listen, business owners or businesses out there, if you'd like to partner with us, please reach out to us. Your business will be spotlighted on the show and reach our audience. Please contact us at emergethemagazine.com.
I'm Deshana Kemp Garnett, and it's time for my 2 cents. Today, let's take the time to talk about budgeting. As I'm sure you all have noticed, the price of nearly everything has increased or is currently increasing. I just went to the gas tank yesterday, and just to get to half a tank, it was over $45. As business owners, this can really cause a severe impact to our business. And I know times like this can be quite challenging and frustrating. We all want to be able to maintain our business and the integrity of our products and services without incurring additional costs, nor passing those costs on to our customers. That's why today we're going to put forth some effort in our budgets. When we prepare to look at our budgets, we need to make sure we have a list of all our bills and expenses. It's important to include anything that you frequently spend money on. And I know sometimes it can seem like there are a lot of things. So some tips include monitoring your emails and your bank statements to make sure you have all of your expenses identified. Then I want you to categorize your expenses to the best of your abilities. After you're done with this, if your business involves products, research some cost break savings by buying some items in bulk, or maybe it might be time to find a new supplier. If your business provides a service, research scheduling appointments with clients in the same proximity within the same day to minimize on burning gas. I would also recommend utilizing any type of virtual meeting options where feasible. These are just a few tips of things we can do during this very trying time. Regardless of the current environment, our business can still thrive and prosper. I'm Deshana Kemp Garnett, and that's my 2 cents. Let's take a look at some local activities. Ladies Around the Globe presents LAG 757 Fitness Fab and Fit every third Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. at Butch Fitness in Hampton, Virginia. LAG 757 Brunch, a rooftop brunch on June 25th at noon on Maroon Rooftop in Hampton, Virginia. Visit www.ladiesaroundtheglobe for more information. Emerge presents the Emerge Award and Premiere, the must-attend event of the year. Emerge presents a 3-day event all about entrepreneurs starting on Sunday, October 16th through Tuesday, October 18th. For more information, visit emergepremiere.com. A special thank you to our guests from today's episode. To listen to past shows, visit www.emergethemagazine.com.